What's up guys, welcome back to the Decent Garage. It is an absolutely beautiful day here in Utah. Check out the mountains. You can see the leaves are kind of changing colors a little bit. It's a perfect 73 degrees today and perfect weather to be working on the trucks. So in today's video, we have that first gen meet up in Logan in a week and a half. We're gonna be taking the OG crew cab and I need to make this thing more presentable. As you guys know, I put this bumper on here kind of temporarily and it's not sitting on there very straight. So in today's video, we are going to fix that. Real quick, before we get working on that, I had some people ask me how the gauge pod situation turned out in Prospector Bob. Well, here it is. This is actually the pod that I put in that video that I really did not like. But I had a subscriber in the comments let me know that it was also a glow shift pod, so I canceled my order for the other one. And he let me know that it's actually supposed to be mounted over the OEM piece of trim. So I still had to trim it quite a bit. The bottom part, you know, it used to come way down here and it really did not fit well. So I cut that off and I'm actually pleased with the fit now. I can see if you had a saggy old bench seat, it would feel like these were pointing up too high. But with the new seats in this truck, they are perfect and it sits really well. Nice and secure. I got a screw here and a screw down here, but I'm very satisfied with it. So until we find a better product, we're going to stick with this for now. All right, so let's get to trying to fix this bumper. So if you guys watched my paint series on my truck, you know I have a 1-inch body lift on this truck, which I had to do to build the crew cab. So this bumper is sitting an inch low and it's kind of tilted down this way just a little bit. So if we step back here, yeah, you can kind of see that. It looks like Bubba Gump's lip almost, which is not good looking on this truck. So what we're gonna do, this is still kind of a temporary bumper until I get a nice OEM one that's in good condition. This is spray painted. It's actually holding up much better than I expected to. So we're gonna basically try and manipulate how it's bolted to the bumper from the bracket and make it go up a little ways and tilt up just a little more so it's nice and level. We'll get the 7-prong hitch plug pulled off. We'll get the wiring for the backup camera pulled out, and then we will undo the bolts for the bumper and probably have to drill new holes in the bumper for this. So we're just gonna kind of make it up as we go, figure something out, make it sit nice and level, make it sit a little bit higher, and by the end of the video we should have it done. So here we go. So this bolt keeps spinning and there's no way to put a socket on this end because it's kind of that square piece that fits into the bumper. So I just welded it so I can undo it, and we'll see what I do from there. Again, this is a temporary bumper, so if need be I'll grind the weld down and repaint it with the spray paint that I used, but that's going to hold it so we can get the nut off. All right, we have the bumper off. You can tell this bracket's bent, so we're gonna try and bend that straight again. This one's nice and straight, but I think the idea here, so these were the old bolt holes. I think what we're gonna do is move the bumper up 1 inch and drill new holes here because they're welded nuts on the bumper, and we'll basically use 2 holes. This one won't touch anymore from the fitting that I tried, but we'll do 2 bolts, and then I may just weld it along the bottom too. So we're gonna try come up with something and see what works. All right guys, so I have the bumper sitting right here, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's definitely not perfectly straight. That far corner is bumped up just a little bit. It's actually not as bad as I was thinking it was, but it's far from straight. I might change plans a little bit. I might actually weld the bumper to these brackets and not even use the bolts, just because this bumper is not even worth salvaging. I'm basically just using it till I can find a nice one. So that's where I'm at this point. Try and do that. I got that bracket straightened out, so I'll still bolt the bumper to that bracket. That won't be welded to it, but I think that's the direction I'm gonna go. If it's not, I'll let you guys know. All right, guys, I kind of have it where I want it, pretty close. This side's where I want it. That side needs to go up a little, but I'm just gonna tack this side on, and then I'll lift that side up with some clamps as far as I need to, and tack that side. All right, so the bumper is right where I want it. Let me see if I can get you guys a good view right here. I mean, it's sitting really nice. So I've got it tacked onto the brackets. I had debated whether to drill new bolt holes and bolt it onto the brackets, or just pull the brackets off with it and weld it fully on there. At this point, because this bumper is not perfect by any means, I think I'm just gonna weld it on there. It'll be nice and secure. It's not worth the effort of drilling all those bolt holes and going through that. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pull the bumper off with the brackets now and then weld it up, and then we'll put it back on. But I'm excited, it's looking good. All right, guys, there we have it. Turned out nice, turned out as good as I wanted it to. I still need to get the 2 carriage bolts for the brackets. I couldn't find the size at the hardware store, so I'm gonna see what I can do, but I'm happy to have the bumper level now, and now you can really see the rake of the truck and how it needs to be leveled out in the front. But it looks really good, glad to have it done. Hope to see some of you guys up in Logan on October 2nd, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Thanks for the support, and we'll see you guys in the next video.